Salutations, adventurers, and welcome back. We are in the game, Satisfactory. We're putting on our fixed it hard hats, and we're off into Trees Amigos. Before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to my channel members on YouTube: PD Bright Eyes, Nerdy Kitten, Good Shot, One Below Work, Datriel, and Death Factor. Appreciate each and every one of you. Your continued support is truly humbling and has helped the channel grow in ways that I can truly not fully explain. As well, if you want to support the channel, you don't have to be a channel member, though. You could subscribe and or like down below on YouTube. You can follow or shoot a Prime sub on Twitch or follow me on Cake. All of these things are free for you, but they truly mean the world to me as we continue to grow the channel. It also allows us to continue to improve the channel, which 2026 is going to be full of. We got giveaways coming up as well on YouTube, so stay tuned and stay informed by being notified if you want to get in on the monthly giveaways. Nerdy says, real quick before we get going here, 15 minutes of paper crinklies later, and she's back to needing her blankie. Oh, to be a kitty. Yes, that would be quite the life, to be quite honest. All right, so I did do some work off stream, mainly because it was a lot of repetitive stuff. So up there it is, like right on time, like right in that 5-minute mark is when the bots come in, and time to ban another one. There we go. Okay. Nice and quick this time. So, I did do some work on nitrogen because it is just a bunch of repetitive work. I'm trying to get us closer to getting nitrogen actually building up and going. So we are going to turn here and see that we now have not only the second floor complete, but the third floor. I also changed out the support structures to make it look and feel much more realistic and balanced going through all the floors now. So we have no like quote unquote game logic going on. I have closed off the walls here, getting rid of the windows. I think it looks better. I think the balancing of it looks better than having windows down there. The drone ports haven't changed, but I have also started to work on the water and nitrogen towers. So very little work has gotten done. I just wanted to get the base of it down. I haven't started pumping the water and nitrogen up. That's something we're going to be starting tonight. Like I said, the building is pretty much built, but there's still a little bit more to show you. So if we go to the back side, we see that I have flushed out the elevator and the delivery system a little more thoroughly here. Now, these aren't going to exactly go. These I don't plan on all these being going to the top floor because the third floor will also need conveyor belts. Now, I may use the sides, I may not. It really depends on how many products are coming in and how much we're going to need to move out and down this way, because this is the drone. This is the transportation hub now for the building. Ooh, that's weird. This is the transportation hub now for the building. So this is where the veins are to get things coming in and going, which we don't have anything actively done going yet. I did also flesh out this side of the building. So it's now mimicking the east side. Looking pretty good, I dare say, at the risk of sounding egotistical. Okay, so I did also get the elevator working. So there's not going to really be anything different here between the floors, except for I don't have electricity working on the fourth floor yet. I haven't put it in yet. Maybe not the third floor either. We'll see in a second. Ooh, Okay, we're going to have to kind of check these out. Okay, so we got the transportation hub, we got the storage, we got the packaging, and we got blenders. So these are going to be what we are...
It's nice of you to come by. It can get pretty boring here.
This is what we got planned right now. Did I add... Would help if I turn on my lights. Okay, I did add power to the 3rd floor. I do need to modify this, though, because I had not... I had added these pillars, changing them out, which now eats into that section there. So I'm going to have to make a slight adjustment. But we'll worry about that just a little bit later. Silver says, good evening. Wow, the facility is progressing fast. Looks and say, thank you so much, Silver. I did do some work off stream just because it was repetitive. But we got 3 floors now and the base of the nitrogen and water tower. We don't, though, have power on the 4th floor yet. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now, part of that is because I could actually use the elevator as a means to transport electricity. So that means I don't have to, like, try to connect through the center or the sides. Don't have to have any unsightly cables. So while we do have to readjust all the floors cabling so we don't have clipping right now after making this adjustment, we do have to go up to blenders. Because there's no wiring up here, but that is fine. We'll do that later. That'll be added really easily and quickly. We'll actually use this floor as a test bed to see how we'll change the other floors, because I am not sure exactly what I'm going to do here to go around, because I just want it to look clean. I don't want to have like crazy amounts of stuff that we don't need. So now that we're all caught up to where we left off, actually we could just go out the roof here, because I opened up a little section here so I could have quick roof access. I'm probably going to add an actual roof access once the building's done. We shall see. But here we got water, and we're going to have nitrogen. These are going to be the exfills. So this is going to be to go down into the factory. Not exactly sure how much we're going to need of what levels, so we're just kind of creeping up what we need. In the meantime, though, we do need to continue connecting these pipes because we need to start pumping. Oh, we didn't get that connected. Because we're going to need to start pumping the nitrogen from down there up there and the water up here. So let us begin there. And then we can clean up all the scaffolding. Your water tower looks so good. I did one in my game, and it's like a basic 1x1 12-foot building with pipes climbing and going down from the top. Hey, again, I appreciate it, Silver. I really do. But again, just like I was saying the other day with the building, you know, everyone starts off with boxes. And just by making slight modification to those boxes, you start having more interesting shapes. And all of a sudden, your buildings improve before you realize it. Actually, Silver, before we start building, let me show you. I'm going to show you my other build that I'm really happy with, which is sulfur. We're going to go to sulfur real quick. Now, you're going to see many similarities between sulfur and this. I'm just kind of in a glass build mindset, so a lot of my stuff I'm kind of building similar, but you'll see what I did to there's an example of something at sulfur that will show you how making just a minor change can really change up the look of the building. All right. We'll just take the hypertube. Now, sulfur I had to make like 5 expansions to because we ended up needing more and more stuff from sulfur. So it's not 100% as clean as I would have liked it. But, excuse me. Oh, good shots here. Hello, oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go out the building real quick. So I need to get on the other side. Okay. Also, I built all of these lines too. I love when those, I do like spaghetti, but I do love how good things look when you line them up just right. All right, so we're gonna go, I think over here is probably the best place to look.
Where the heck did you go?
Oh, I'm showing silver real quick. The outside is sulfur.
Yeah, I was trying to follow you.
Oh, I'm across the way outside.
How'd you get outside?
I went up a floor, out the bridge, which is an outdoor bridge, and I just jumped on top of the building and over.
Third floor? There's a bridge?
Oh yeah, I got 2 bridges.
What?
Here,
Okay.
you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So you see, silver. This my sulfur is a box, right? It's just a box. It's a vertical factory, but all I did is I wanted to add a pattern, right? Because my mind couldn't wrap itself around doing a pattern on something more geometric. Yeah, exactly, silver. Yeah. It looks so good, but all I did here is I just decided I was going to try to make a pattern. So I made it all out of glass, and then you're going the other way if you're trying to go where I'm at. Good shot, just so you know.
No, I saw you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. And then all I did, silver, is I just started taking away the glass and replacing it with another piece that gave it color and gave it, like geometries, like geometric shapes. So and that's all I did, and that's what I really liked about what I did here, even though the basic shape is as basic as it comes. But it really elevates the building. And again, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm like the creme de la creme of building. I have seen there are people that I think I would have to live 300 years to have my brain wrap around what some people do with their builds. But my whole goal is just try to be like a little different and try to improve it a little bit. I didn't follow through with this yellow exterior on the rest of the buildings, mainly because I loved how they looked and I just wanted them to kind of sit there, like I felt like this was the face, and then this was all considered the innards. So while I used yellow as a highlight, I never fully kept going on with it. And in my opinion, I didn't need to. And then even here, just kind of adding a different rooftop just to kind of give it a different look. Just simple things. Why am I not jumping? There we go. Very, very simple things to just change up the shape ever so slightly. And it's just like Wake's brain there. The build, you can kind of see it here. I built chains underneath to make it look like the building is floating. And then I just built a box, right? It was a very clean box, but then on top of it, I built a box at a different angle. And so it's going to be like 2 boxes essentially that are 90 degrees shifted from one another. So even though it's a basic shape, you add another basic shape but in a different format, and it could change it. So all of this stuff is just things you just kind of play around and you start training your brain to think differently. And that's, in my opinion, all it really takes. So thank you for the compliment, but I know you have it in you as well to do stuff even better than what I'm doing. And then even things like this, I've tried to do this too now, is I try to add more realistic stuff. So there's a safety rail, there's an entrance to the safety, so you don't have to hop the fence, and then you add the paint and all that just to, oh, this is a danger caution area, be careful, moving parts. All right, let's get back to nitrogen. So anyways, good shot. Sorry. Thank you for being so patient, but how you doing, good sir? Not bad. I am very eager to continue working on nitrogen. So once I finally figured out the design that I want, then it's like, okay, let's do this. Let's build it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Once you have something you want to do in mind, you're like, until you get it done, it's hard to walk away from it.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, let's see how it looks over here. Yeah, see, this is the transportation center. Look at oh wow, holy shit. I did not realize that was going to look that good from here. Holy cow. Not to toot my own horn. It sounds really egotistical, but I am very happy with how that looks. I'm actually almost upset that I have this train line right there now. Damn. Okay, I'm happy. Go back to skinny dip so that we can get back to nitrogen.
Did I run a hypertube out that way?
To what?
Either Mirrors or Wake's big plant out there?
I mean, I don't know which plant you're referring to. Nitrogen, I had ran a tube out there while we were playing it before, like when Nerdy was still playing. Oh, thank you, Silver. Yeah, I did not think it was going to look that good from afar, but it just so happens to be like peeking out just right. Woo, missed that bridge. There we go. Yeah, I built, when Nerdy was building this nitrogen originally, she was literally just flying here, and because she didn't know how to build hypertubes, so I took some time to build an extension from Silver Lake, or Skinny Dip Lake, sorry, to nitrogen, so that way she didn't have to do that. And at this point, it's kind of pointless to build a line directly to nitrogen, because there's already, it's barely, I'm not going to really save any time to do it. All right. Oh, we need to go up and get this water tower going.
Have you figured out how to build walls on a half step? It's like, most of the walls are 4x4, or at least 4. You know what I mean? Like 4 by whatever.
You're talking about that half one, the half slab.
Is there a half?
Are you talking? Is there? What? I think I know what you're saying, but I don't know if I know what you're saying.
So, like, a normal piece of foundation, right, is 4x4.
Yes. Okay.
Right? So
or two by two, I guess. Really, right?
So if you wanted to subdivide that, how would you place a wall?
You cannot build a wall that's shorter than the length of a
Foundation?
Yeah.
So if you put a 2x2 foundation down, you could subdivide it?
No. So the foundations are 2x2 to begin with. It's 4 squares, but it's 2x2. And then the only thing smaller than that is like the half one, which is 1x2. But the wall lengths are always 2.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure out how to make smaller walls, but it's not.
You would have to use other things that aren't walls and kind of jerry rig it and all sorts of stuff. But all wall parts are only 2 long, and it also frustrates me because those corner pieces you can't put any walls on there because they're slightly longer than 2, so they won't let you.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of the few things I have a gripe with Satisfactory. I figured at this point they would have spent some time to give us some more build options and walls and shit like that, but not yet.
It's alright. I mean, I'll figure it out. I just didn't know if there was something easy that I was
No,
overlooking.
no. I'm glad you asked because there very well could have been. I just... Come on, I know. There we go.
Clean up the hyperloop tubes, or hyperloop.
Hyperloop. Hyperloop. No, no, no. Don't even try to pretend. You meant what you said.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to clean these exits up a little bit since I built another one. They're kind of crowding each other. Like I said, if for any reason you want me to do the super dense hypertube loop entrance, let me know, because I figured out how to do it again when I was building that big deck. I got really annoyed how you couldn't easily place a ton of the entrances, you know, to give you high velocity together. So I figured out how to do it when I was doing big deck, and then I forgot how to do it. And then when I was just playing the other day with Wake, I figured out how to do it again. So, like, if you want a nice clean hyperloop or hypertube entrance that also makes you go faster, because it really changes your speed throughout
Well,
the
right.
tube.
Yeah, that's
your
what
starting velocity is.
Oh, you're talking about like a loop that like shoots you around a few times before you.
No. I'm saying where all of my, you know, you have to put the normal tube loop down, then you have to place the entrances, right, that suck you in, the powered entrances.
Yeah.
I figured out how to stack those together so they're touching. So you don't have to deal with the jank of like the entrance and a space, the entrance and a space, the entrance and a space. I have it where it's just like over here. And if you go look at Big Deck, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like over here, I've got like 10 entrances all stacked together touching with one break right before it enters the actual tube itself. So that's where you exit, but when you get in it, like you can't get sucked in on any of the intermediate sides. You know what I'm saying? It just looks cleaner. Plus it gives you tons of velocity.
Gotcha. All right, so we got that built there. So let's see. I never took a look and see what Nerdy did with water here. So let's take a gander. All right, she did use twos. Oh my god. Did Nerdy went through rock? What? That has to be... It must have been a map change. Interesting. I tried to build walls on small structures. I thought by making walls exceed the foundation layout, it would be good. After a while, it was looking like a... Okay, gotcha. I scrapped the building. Gotcha. I'm not even going to say that word. Just in case. But I get, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that could be problematic. Absolutely. All right, let's see. How do I want to go about this? Do that.
Or come this way. I'm just dismantling some of the infrastructure over here around the hyper tubes momentarily just to rebuild it, make it look cleaner.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's get this. Ooh. Ah, slightly at an angle. I hate when I do that. There we go. There we go. And then... Oh, should I have built that? Oh, I should have built that a little higher. Okay. Don't worry, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's magic, sir. The tube of magic. Did you do that purposely, Nerdy, or is that a glitch from something that the devs did in a map update?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, shit.
There goes the neighborhood.
What up, gents?
It's mother freaking wake.
It is.
It's mother freaking wake.
Want to come say hello?
Not playing?
Oh.
I'm gonna play Star Rupture with Doug.
Loser.
Trying to give that
I don't
a
even know what that
try.
is.
It's another kind of like factory game, but with a very interesting twist. So first off,
You're stuck on a planet working for a company named Ixits.
You are stuck on a planet, but the sun explodes every once in a while.
Wake, I love the fact that you take a break from a factory game by playing another factory game.
Oh yeah, no. You're absolutely right. That's great. I like factory games.
He's like, listen, my ADHD is a problem, and I really need to not feed into it. So I'm gonna play another factory game.
Yep, 100%. It
It was
is
just
a
consuming me too much. I was having too much fun, thinking too much about production, and so I'm taking a break by doing it in another game.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even taking a break from Satisfactory too much. I just wanted to give Star Rupture a try. But
I'm just
By the way,
I'm just hearing excuses is all I'm hearing.
I appreciate you guys getting this server going again,
Oh yeah, no problem.
because I was, without realizing it, I was kind of missing it. So
Oh, it's something we all missed. We just haven't we just hadn't had the time. Well, really, the problem was finding a
suitable host.
yeah.
yeah, that was a big problem. I don't think I'll ever go with Nitrado again.
Nope, not with how awesome Indifferent Broccoli has been.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like-
I wish I knew about these people when we were putting up the Arc server.
Yeah, these guys are just too good.
Yeah, no kidding. They do Arc. They do Arc. Oh, man. It would have been way better.
You said doo-doo.
Yeah, he said doo-doo, everyone. Not quite. I need to move it just a little bit closer.
Look at that. They do Star Rupture, too. Interesting.
There you go.
There we go. That's what we need. Not quite close enough. There we are. Silver says Star Rapture is really nice. The cool thing that the mechanic is a bit different on factories. You can have a sushi line, and the factories will take what they need only. Gotcha. So cheating.
Yes. No, it's actually.
You said yes already. It's too late. You admitted it's cheating.
No, the yes was to the other statement you made.
Sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But it's kind of a cool mechanic because you can actually like put multiple products on the same line, and then it's the end source that's going to call for the item instead of just the origination source just pushing it per minute. It's like it's kind of a neat mechanic. I don't know. It felt like I didn't have to think.
Yeah,
too
it's a
hard
it's a
on the math.
it's a call. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. Enough. That's the math. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
So cheating. We're all in agreement, right?
Sounds crazy as fuck to me.
All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. We'll worry about coloring these properly later. Let's see. So do I want to just... Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're going to push it over here. Like so. Oh, nope. Like so. We'll extend this. Nope. We'll extend. Why won't you let me put you in? There we go. And then a line. This right there, I think.
Quick's bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Star Rupture is like, it's been... I played it a little bit yesterday, just to do the tutorial, and it was interesting. The sun blew up on me.
Have you never played it before?
Changed. No, I've never played it before. I saw some gameplay of it, and it intrigued me, because some of the mechanics and the fact that it's... I remember literally saying the words that I wish Satisfactory allowed me, like, had base defense, and I think that this has base defense.
Yeah, I remember that was one of your big gripes.
Yeah, because, like, I love Factorio for the base defense, but I hate Factorio for the fact that all of the resources are finite.
I'm really having a hard time choosing what song I want in my elevator wake.
Oh, I put that shit on mix.
Oh, there's a
That's
mix?
used for me. Yeah, there's a random.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that. Silver says it could be cheating in a satisfactory setting, but in Star Rapture, you have all the elements against you, like sun eruptions every 5 minutes. The sushi line allows to build quickly. I see.
Does.
People are just
yeah,
making
you-
excuses. No, I'm kidding.
So,
I'm kidding.
So you have a main base, right? And there's a shield that you put on top of it. I'm curious if you build outside of that, it'll destroy all of your crap. So anything that's not shielded gets decimated, so you have to start over. I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if that's the key. Or the thing. I don't know. I've been trying to, like, have it surprise me, so I've been trying not to, like, look up spoilers on it.
Yeah.
But it is pretty cool when the sun explodes. I will tell you that.
It's pretty cool when the sun explodes. Wake, you disturbing son of a bitch. You know what I love? When the sun explodes.
Exactly. I do. Yeah, and then the power mechanic's interesting too, because you don't have to run the power lines. Everything, as long as it's touching, it transfers power to the next object. So even if, like, you hook it up via conveyor, the conveyor will actually transfer power to
Oh. Looks like I need to go up just a little bit there. There we go. There we go. Ooh, how did... Oh, that got all jacked up. We need to fix that. All right, let's swap. Okay, nitrogen line is straight. Hydrogen line is jacked. Nope, I did need to go lower. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now we like the... Ooh, nope, not quite. Still needs to be a little lower. Gotta get it just right. Now that's too low. Okay, you bastard. Dead as this bastard, man. Oh, okay. Guess we're gonna have to settle for that. I consider the power mechanic of Star Rapture as cheating, though. I want my power poles. So long as we're all in agreement that Wake is cheating.
Yes.
I guess. Wake isn't even gonna argue anymore. It's just like, whatever, I guess. Just shut up.
Alright. I'm gonna hop off. You guys have a wonderful night.
Peace out, Girl Scout.
Have a good one, Wake. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, yeah.
Amazing he left us just go play that little kitty game. Sounds
Yeah.
so easy.
I know. It's like, did he realize that the game is made for kindergarten to 3rd grade?
Yeah, I mean,
I guess not.
no toddlers that could do that. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. I'm kind of disappointed in Wake, to be quite honest. All right, let's see here.
frankly, embarrassing.
Frankly. Okay, to be fair, Nerdy has... Okay, so how does nitrogen work? If that... Okay, so all of it pumps out and goes through there. Technically, really what I should be doing is stealing it from here and just pumping it in there. This is really what I should be doing. That's what I should be doing. Okay, so I will. Let's see. I think it's logistics. Let's get this adjusted. That looks good that way.
I had to do a pan-fried steak tonight. I've been missing my grill.
Ooh. That sounds absolutely delicious.
Yeah. Just dreaming of summer, warmer days.
It won't be that long, buddy.
I know.
Actually, I don't even think I need... Whoop. Alright, yeah, that'll be good enough. Okay, so... we are definitely going to need some pumpage. Let's actually get rid of that so we don't confuse the system. And... whoa. Holy cow, do I not need any pumps?
For nitrogen? No, it's pressurized.
Holy shite.
Yeah. You haven't come over to look at what I did, have you?
No, I'm busy doing my thing.
I know.
Holy cow,
No.
that is awesome.
When I was your your well pressurizer is doing that. I don't know how, but I've built up very high vertically, and it because the pump head is pressurized. It's basically that main thing that you put down on the node is the pump.
Holy cow! I have built so high, and it is just filling these industrial buffers.
Yep.
Holy frick!
I'm extremely high, and
I mean, it's
be
legal
honest,
there.
I was treating it like a fluid, like a liquid, and like even in terms of like buffers and stuff, I don't really know how much you need, or like if you need to build downhill, etc., etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Holy cow. Yeah, I guess I didn't need to build a nitrogen tower, but I do for water anyway, so it might as well do it just to make it look nice. Holy cow, though, that is fantastic. As soon as I connected it, it's like, wow, that's a really good pressure. How high then I look at the next one, that's got really good pressure. Go to the next one. And then I'm looking up, I'm like, wait a minute here. Wait a Ricky Ticky Tick.
Yep.
All right, so let's...
I built vertically, I don't even know how many meters, but then I went horizontal all the way from, my original refinery all the way over to Wake's new plant. No pumps, no nothing. I mean, it's crazy. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so that pump's got flow going this way. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling... I'm really bad at figuring this out. It's a lot of just guessing for me, so we'll see how this works. Okay, that seemed to help. Not quite as far as I needed to go, though, yet. Okay, I'm going to have to build electrical nodes on this. So let's do that now so we can redo. So we will go. Go there. Go there. Actually, we'll go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna have to turn it off. So let's get power connected first. There we go. I can use my backpack now. We will color code that later. Okay, so we got good pressure there. No, stop. So it looks like every 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go every 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 4. 3. Oh, perfect. That worked out. And I didn't mean for it to. Alright, so this probably then needs one like there. Okay. You got some magic going. Alright, that actually looks pretty good. Let's check out the buffer. Alright, it's not flowing at a huge rate. We may have to add another pump, but we'll see. We'll let this go for now, see where we're at. This is, look at that. We are almost, wow. The 2 industrial buffers I have for nitrogen are almost full already. Okay, so let's go ahead and color code. All right, and water's full there. Okay, I may not need to add another water pump. Really, we're going to have to address it again once we get production up and going, because we may not be pumping enough at that point. Okay. We have water/nitrogen tower almost done. I just gotta, should build a way in and out of here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna build it as an extent. Oh, Okay, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. 1 pump for every 4 blocks is optimal pressure. Yeah. Also, when you place them, you'll see the like the visual line going up, arrows going up of how far it reaches. It's just, I've had a lot of bad luck with pumps not, like Wake, who's really good at all the mathing and all that stuff. Even he is like, why can't we get these pumps to pump properly? But I don't know if maybe they made a change since we've played last, because so far it has been really, really easy. Yeah, nitrogen is just a beast. Okay, so we got water. We got positive flow on water. Okay. Okay. We'll worry about what we want to do. I'm not going to finish building the structure around the water tower because I want to see what we end up doing elsewhere first and pump it in, because that may determine where we do our maintenance entrance, because we do need to have a maintenance entrance. But that is looking good. We can get rid of these, to be quite honest. So let's do that now. Here we go. Get rid of that for now. And we'll keep this in here for the moment. Okay, so all right, a swig of lemonade. But for 2 pumps, it's really a decent fill for. Yeah. I've been. Oh, we didn't get the power in here yet. Let's get the power going. No, I agree. I agree. All right, so this is going to come from the elevator. We don't need... There we are. Okay, so... yeah, we'll just leave it like that. So, okay, so where do we want to go here? Guess we'll start there. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I like that. Still looks clean. So now we... go... The Question is how to get around these pillars. How do I want to get around them? So we could go center. Okay, so that's looking okay. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Then we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
Not the only one whose jetpack gets stuck on just ascend into heaven mode, right?
No, yeah, that happens. It happens a lot. You know you just need to double tap though, right?
It doesn't work.
Double tap space or double tap C?
C. I like I'll just be ascending and just double tapping everything, and I'm just to still go.
Well, they want you to meet your maker sooner than later, I guess.
I suppose. Fix it, bosses are calling me home.
Yeah. No, you haven't finished the space elevator yet.
Goodbye, my supervisor needs me.
Yeah, I have a one-on-one.
It was unscheduled. This is bad.
Yeah. Oh, nothing can make your day go south faster than going into a meeting that you thought was one-on-one and the HR manager is there. Good shot. How you doing today? I don't know. How am I doing today?
Right. That's entirely not up to me at this point.
Yeah. Oh, how the turntables have turned. Okay, so we'll just continue with this. Oop, that's a little off. This is weird. I feel like I'm developing, like I'm a developer, because I'm like, okay, I need to add the electrical outlets, and there needs to be good spacing. You know, there needs to be plenty of outlets. You know, things need to be clean. I really hope that they enjoy the space. Okay. This is such overkill. And I don't care. Let me connect you. Come on, there we go. I feel like there could be a slightly easier way to connect the cables. Like, it kind of sucks that after I connect the one cable, it's like, okay, now you got to click it again, but you got to kind of move the mouse around so that it could allocate that that's where you want to connect the next cable. And it's just, I feel like I waste more time connecting cables than I should. That. So many cables. Okay. That is definitely... Whew. Alright, so now we're just going to place a blender down and see what all we can make with this thing. Okay, we can make 4 items for industrial. Don't care. Cost. Okay. Fused modular frames. Oh, that's what I'm baking. That's not okay. Okay, so I need at least 4. Oh, I need to actually to build those. I actually need sulfur itself. Okay. Okay, so I need to build 3 right now. Shook. PTSD flashbacks. Major good shot to ground control. Yeah. Shook PTSD flashbacks. To what part, nerdy? Obviously, it's going to be a little delayed, but yeah, to what part? All right, let's see here. So if we're going to build... So we need parts that come in. Thank you. I just had the double click thing too, so... Let's see. If I...
Double wall outlets? Look at that.
Doubled? Yeah, we got... Are you talking about the ones that go on either side of the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've had that. We've had that for years. All right, so 1 part, 2 part, 3 part, 4, 5. So I need 5 different types of parts, individual parts, to come up this way to get all the blenders. All right, so if that's the case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. So that's 5 items up, 5 items in. To the HR. Oh, gotcha. To the HR joke. We just sit here and chat waiting to be seen. Notice me, senpai. Listen, first of all.
Senpai noticed me.
Second of all, nerdy. You know, I missed it by like 2-3 minutes at... Sit there trying to make it sound like... Alright, let's do this. So, before we really choose which elevators, we'll need to ascertain how we're going to split up the belts down here. Oh, it's still really quiet? Okay, yeah, I need to... I'm going to have to see what is quiet. Like, what part is quiet. It might be just too quiet on the Discord itself, to be quite honest. Okay, so if we got 2 coming in, what we actually need to do is brain this. So let's get rid of the protective candy coating shell. All right, so we need to bring in, let's build a blender down here so I can actually look at it, because that's going to be faster for me. So we need to bring in heat sinks and rubber. I know we got rubber coming in from over there, but we're going to have to realign it differently. All right, heat sinks and rubber. So yellow is in, green is out. So we got yellow on this side, and we got yellow here. Okay. We actually probably should dismantle this. Because we're going to need more room to figure this all out. Do.
Boy. Silly mistake.
What'd you do?
I made my thing and I forgot the entrance to the actual hypertube itself. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like where it actually attaches to the tube. I
Yep,
didn't put an
yeah.
entrance on it.
Okay, we're starting fresh, so we need... we need... Boy, because we also don't know... I guess it would be best if I wrote this down. Because I don't know what we all need for the... I know we're going to need some different stuff for the packagers. So we need a heatsink line, a rubber line, the liquids we don't need to worry about because that's going to be the other. We got that already. Oh wait, this is alternative, so we could do rubber and heat sinks or rubber and engines. Ugh, we got so much rubber, we'll just stick with that recipe actually, especially because you need 4 heat sinks. Okay, so actually we need less than I thought. I wasn't paying attention. So then we also need aluminum casing or aluminium for those that say it wrong. Casing, heavy modular frames, mod frames. Okay, so that will get us, besides batteries, but we're going to have to worry about that later because needing sulfuric acid is meaning that we're going to have to figure out how to, we're going to have to design a line or something to get it in from sulfur. So we'll worry about that later. So we technically only need 4 for this, but we also have packagers.
Barry, did you watch the Tech Talk thing today?
I did.
I don't want to distract you from your commentary, but
Give me one. Yeah, give me one moment here, real quick, just because I'm. As soon as I get this written down, I'll be good. Fuel tank, so empty. Fluid tank, so that's a 5th line. That's also nitrogen gas. I don't know if there's anything. Aluminum solution, empty canister. That doesn't. I don't think that'll be over at aluminum. Packaged sulfuric acid. We don't need that. Heavy oil. We don't need that. We don't need that. So really, the packers don't even need. Unpackaging one. Oh, to break it down. Interesting. Okay. I think we're good elsewhere. Okay, so I think we only need 5 lines in. One of them is rubber. That's going to be over there. And then I think we're good otherwise. Okay, all right. Go ahead, good shot. Sorry.
no, it's just I thought it was a good one.
Yeah, it was very good. It was very good. I was very happy with it.
It's interesting because I'm getting to the point now where it's like I don't even know what questions I would have to ask him other than just like future wise. Like what do you know what I mean? Like what are you trying to accomplish? Like you could talk about all the stuff in the past, like, oh my god, you know, the elevator's broken, you guys fixed them, self-healing, but like now, other than dynamic meshing, I don't know what like big ticket item questions I have for someone like Benoit, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy, I'm trying to think. If I got 2 drone ports, I guess I need to get all 4 drone ports going. Well, I guess I don't because they would be coming in from elsewhere. So I would need to, if I have them all coming in through, let's say, alpha and beta, I would have to either specify, I guess
Like Wick was saying, each port can have input from a bunch of stuff, but it can only output to one.
Right. I'm just thinking about, so I got right now 2 infill lines and 2 exfill lines, right? Currently. I have room to double that, and go beyond that. But right now I got 2. So I would need to take advantage, for inputting, especially, I need to take advantage of like splitters, smart splitters and such, so that I could send them and take them in. I'm just trying to think, because if I got 2 lines and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products, I guess I would send 3 to like alpha and then 2 to beta, and then just split the lines there. Or like take the 1 line and split them at that point. Is what I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to rebuild some of those. I forgot they're all up and not all down. Okay. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, actually, let's do this. Let's build. This is exfil. Yeah, I was really happy with everything I was hearing from Benoit. Not that I expected otherwise, but
It just rocks. It's like if one of us became the head of the game, like, yeah.
because he really cares, you know. He really cares. I mean, they all do, but he really cares. But he's also in a position where he can kind of like he's not an
Authority on everything.
but he's also not a normal dev. You know, he's not like one of the, you know, mid-tier or even high-end, you know, he's a C level. So it's a little harder for someone, even Chris Roberts, to really lay into him. You know what I mean?
Correct. Yeah,
So,
he's got freedom.
yeah, he's got some freedom.
Plus, he came from an outside company. It was purchased by CIG. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, you even have more latitude. Like, you guys wanted me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm here to whatever you want to call it, unfuck or help or however you want to phrase it. You know what I mean?
But regardless, I just think that's, I think it would be remiss to not keep that in mind, because, you know, it would be one of the reasons why others don't get to say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you're, yes, of course.
But like hearing that the battle cruiser is going pre-order during Invictus is exciting.
Very exciting.
I thought they were going to make us wait till IAE for that, to be quite honest. But to me,
when he answered my question last time,
what did he say it was going to be at Invictus, the pre-sale? I thought he was just saying that there'd be more information at pre-sale.
he answered my question. He was like, look for more information. And, yeah, I guess he did say that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. More information. He did confirm.
But he was saying you should expect to see it, you know, at a big military event. Yeah, I know. But either way, they said more verbiage on it today than they ever had.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. I'm just saying that. The fact that they confirmed that it's going to be pre-order is just, and that blew me away. Like, I'm like, really? Like, I thought they were going to make us wait till IAE, or yeah, IAE.
I'm ready to rock.
Well, I know you are, but how many times have you been ready to rock, but CIG said no?
That's true.
So, yes, you can be, Good Shot has been ready to rock for a long time. and along with many other people, and you're absolutely, positively, 100% correct. But CIG hasn't. So, but the fact that they're doing that, honestly, you know, what that to me also says.
What's that?
That this IAE is going to be the largest IAE they ever had, because if they're not relying on the battlecruiser to get sales during.
If they're not reliant, what do you mean?
They are not relying on the battlecruiser for a big IAE sales year.
Well, they're gonna put it on sale.
No, but what I'm saying is that the largest amount of sales, you're still going to get a lot of sales during IAE regardless, because some people are just going to wait until IAE to buy anything. I am saying though that to me it's a sign that CIG is going to be, they have other things up their sleeve, like big things up their sleeve, that they're not relying on the battlecruiser to push sales for IAE. Because I think we may actually see the Kraken. I know people have been speculating it, but do we know when the next IAE will be? IAE Silver's always in the second half of November.
Yep. Usually starts around November 15th, just as a bookmark.
Yeah, like just
as a gauge.
Yeah, like it give or take a day or two, depending on how the days are laying for the month. But yeah, the good shot is 100% correct. Like November 15th. IAE is like I mean, you were there, obviously, Silver. But IAE is when I expected them to put the battlecruiser on pre-order, but Invictus. So they're gonna double up with IAE, but to me that just really means that IAE has a huge ships coming. That they're not relying on the battlecruiser to make their nut, let's say.
It's an interesting theory. I don't know how much I agree with it, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I whenever I give my theories, no matter how confidently, and I'm saying this mostly for the stream because I know you know, but no matter how confidently I may talk, that doesn't mean that I'm like, I don't have in the know knowledge. I'm not sitting here like Xylo told me something. This is literally just my speculation. I just been very, very right. No, I've been very, very, very confident about some of the stuff that they've done. And lately I have, along with others, been relatively accurate on our predictions and reading the room of what CIG is doing. And again, don't take what I'm saying as a word. I would never be like, oh, this guy on YouTube said this, so it must be true. Don't do that. I'm just saying that lately, more people have been, what was that? More people have been hitting the mark correctly. And I've been one of those people along for that ride. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I know it's in November, but I was asked, oh, which city? Oh, where? I'm sorry, Silver. I read that so fast. I said I read when, not where. My apologies. We don't know. I mean, honestly, it could be. I'm thinking after what Benoit said today, I'm thinking maybe Area 18 again. But that really will be. That's really going to be dependent on factors that we just don't know right now, and they probably don't even know, to be quite honest.
He's talking about Invictus or IE?
IE.
What we just got? Was it just at Orson?
What was it? It was just at Orson. Yeah, correct. Let's see. Don't have as much room here as I wanted.
Kind of dependent on where they hold IE, in my opinion.
Where they hold Invictus, you mean?
Or sorry, yes.
No problem. You and I have been going back and forth each. Like, you and I have been like, yeah. No, Invictus. Oh, right, yeah.
Right.
I I think this year it doesn't necessarily. I would agree with you in previous years, but only because of what what he was saying with the transit refactor and the fact that they are trying to get it for Area 18, and that's where they're going to be doing the testing.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I think it's not going to be in time for Invictus, most likely. So I would say it's in time for IA.
They're shooting for that. Well, was he talking about the transit for? I thought they were. I forget what dates he gave for that. If he gave, actually, I think transport was one of the things he didn't give a date for.
No, he did say social this year though.
Right, but
Yeah.
I don't think he. I think like he was talking about transport, and he basically was like, "I'm not gonna."
Right.
Give a date on that one.
But he did. What he did say though is that it was going to be hitting the tech preview sooner than later.
I really like too when they emphasize like, nope, get your ass on tech preview. It actually helps us. Please and thank you. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's great.
Okay, we're going to.
Really makes you feel like you're doing something when you're playing a stupid video game.
Well, you know, a tech preview for something like social is a huge deal, right? Whereas
Absolutely.
a tech preview for some of the other stuff hasn't been. Tech previews are always important. I don't want to make it sound like when they test it's not important, but there are just certain things that are just naturally going to be more important than others, and social is definitely one of those things. Like that's something I will definitely hop on the tech preview to test.
I try to still make it a point to hop on TVs. Just for that reason, where they say like we just need people, we need bodies. So
Ooh, that worked out. Oh yeah, okay. This is working. So my money's gonna be on Area 18, Silver. Long story short. That's where I think the shebang is gonna happen. But it really all depends. I'm honestly surprised that there hasn't been more talk about Genesis. I really thought Genesis was going to come earlier, but
I don't
there's
think it was as far along as people thought when they showed it.
well, it's not that it's whether it's far along. I just thought it would be like in a tech preview already. You know what I mean? Or they'd be like, "Hey, we're gearing up a build, you know, in the next, you know, month. You know, get ready." You know, I was expecting something like that already. Because we're beginning of February now, you know? So,
Right.
it's so weird playing Satisfactory, talking about Star Citizen, but there was a really, like, Star Citizen was, there was incredibly important information that came in today, and it's super exciting. So, sorry for anyone who may be not enjoying the Star Citizen talk, but it is a very incredibly exciting time right now for Star Citizen. It has been, but after what Benoit said, I think there are aspects of the game that we weren't expecting and that are further along than we thought they were. Is what I feel. I've been screwing up the coloring on this. God darn it, I have been. Okay, let's fix the coloring now so I don't forget. All right, there we go. Okay. Infill is yellow. Exfill is green. All right. Actually, let's put down one of these now. I think that's enough room. We shall see. Oh, yeah. Just enough room.
I don't know if Wake has named his new aluminum plant yet, but I just decided to call it Wake Millennium Falcon. So
I don't think he's ever named any of his stuff. It's always been me. So you are more than welcome to name it whatever, and I think that's a good name. My favorite is 3 Mile Wake, though. when I came up with that, Wake was literally dying because of radiation poisoning. But
Right. Well, hence the name.
yeah. Okay. All right, these lines are looking good.
Broken one here.
For some reason, the way you said it, even though it doesn't, for some reason it made me feel like you were saying like you were talking like you broke a nail. Uh-oh, broke one here.
Nope. Keep my stuff tight, dog.
I keep my stuff tight. All right, let's get the... Oh, nope. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll put that there. That should be green. Okay, good. Green. All right, this is turning out a little bit better than I thought it was going to. I think I met him years ago at a Ubisoft public event in Montreal, like in 2013. I got to know who Benoit is by watching the SCL. Oh, Benoit. You saw it today, Silver, so you know, but Benoit is by far our favorite dev to be interviewed. There are some really great devs that get interviewed, but he is by far, because he is, one, he's in a position that he just possesses so much knowledge, but he's also really good about explaining that knowledge to layman's, and he's got some of the most important information about the game currently. So it's just kind of like a wellspring of greatness whenever it's talking to him, or whenever he's talking. That is, not that I'm talking to him, but okay. So do I want to? Do I go? Okay, so we got what total of how many lines here? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's. And now we got 10. So let's do this. Ooh, that's a little tighter than I wanted. Let's... There we go. That works. Oop, too much clipping. So we need to push that back just a hair. I think that's back. Ooh, no. All right, good enough. Okay, we'll do this. There we go. All right, could be better. Maybe to make that look a little less janky. We'll do this. There you go. I think that ends up looking a little bit better since these don't have a deep curve. And then this, I need to rebuild this actually because this only goes up and I need it to be reversed. Okay, so we'll worry about that. So that one we'll leave open. That's going to be exfil there. So we need 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. How many lines do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How am I doing this wrong? Green, yellow, 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 green. Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot about the green. So green, so these are going to be yellow. Let's do ourselves a favor here. There we go. Organization. Organization is the key to a happy factory. a happy life. Okay, we'll just do that. These are just too straight on to just do anything else. That looks good. And then, okay, so these will need to be changed. Oh, yeah. And it was this one. All right. Delete. 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 That cheated. Whoop. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll worry about the other connectors in a moment, because we got the big block above us. That's going to prevent us from... Nope. Ay. That's what I get. That's what I get. I acted too fast. Oh, shoot. And that should connect. All right, that should be good. Customize. Let's get the color scheme going. That one got raised. Exhaustion is not covered by the Fix It Pioneer Health Plan, nor is Pioneer Health. What were you about to say?
Glass floors.
How do you get the glass floors?
Yeah.
Well, it depends, because you could use the glass roofs as glass floors. You can also use
The glass roofs.
hold on 1 second. I'm fixing a blunder I made. And I continue to blunder. Can't do that.
Oh, outer corner roof? Okay. That's not what I wanted. How did I just pick a flat glass roof?
There's a flat piece. There's also a glass platform. If you go to architecture, there's a glass frame foundation, and then glass roof. If you switch the roofs to glass roof, there is a flat roof that is a glass flat roof.
I gotcha.
Just keep in mind with the flat roof, there is one side that has a thicker border than the others. So if you don't build them all the same way, it's going to be really obvious, and it may frustrate you.
I gotcha.
It frustrates me. All right. Go. Now we can rebuild this one. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. Okay, now let's get that color coordinated. All right. Now we can connect down below. I also got to make sure to change my elevator so it has random music. Oh. Keep doing that. Green and green. There we are. Okay. So orange is not being used. I'm going to have to clean up the power on the other floors, but I think we're good at this point. Let's see. Personal elevator, plane. Shuffle, there we go.
Did you know that all elevators you build are connected? That's right. It's all me.
Oh, thank you, Ada. I appreciate that. Okay. We can finally dismantle that. We need to get up here. So we can get the exfils going. Those are good. Yeah, okay. There should be plenty of throughput for what we're using, at least. Ooh, okay. So maybe we could just... do that. Why does that not look straight? Because it isn't, is it? Or is it? You know what? Screw it. Straight enough. Go. We'll worry about color coding after, actually. All right, let's get... middle. Man, it's so nice that they have conveyor belt holes for the walls instead of having to build a wall that has the holes in it. Alright, now let's get these color coded. Color. Color? Okay. We can build this back again if we need it. Okay, that looks all good enough. And then let us... ooh, wasn't there a hole? There we go. So now, let us... oh, of course. Of course, I put right there where there's electrical. Gosh darn it. OSHA is not going to approve this. Alright, let us move laterally. Is that gonna... that's gonna get in the way of that one, isn't it? Okay, we're moving more laterally. Not sure if I'm gonna be a fan. I may change that later. But for now, it works. And then this to there. Gets us all back and connected, right? Yep. We're good. All right, so that's all good. So now what I need is to figure out how I want the blenders to be. Blender. Production. Blender. So I have them coming in here, I would need... So is it easier? Is it going to look better to have the conveyor? You know what? We're going to do it this way. We're going to make the conveyors move for us. So, if we put this here... I don't think we could get it on only 2. Let's see. If we play a little bit here. If we do that. Surface is too uneven, huh? Oh. Well. Surface is too uneven, my ass. And then we could just... do the same here. Funny how as soon as I lock the freaking machine, it all of a sudden says I can build it. If you build steps for the blenders with space under them, you can pass the conveyor belts under and gain space. Oh, so what I'm gonna do... is I'm going to use the roof. Although now that I raised this as tall as I did, I'm going to have to see what I like better. So I kind of like them up, but I didn't build the roof higher. Because I didn't build the roof higher, the conveyor belts... I could do the conveyor belts down the center, though. Because, okay, so if this is going to make... I could just... Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So this is going to make a cooling system. This is going to make a cooling system. We're going to do that. We're going to do 2 and 2. So we're going to do cooling system over here and fused module frames over there. And this is just to start. We're going to expand this down the way, or down the road. And then we just need to connect to... There we go. And that connects there. Perfect. And then what's the output? The output is just a cooling. Okay. So we need water and nitrogen gas both to come in, which is understandable. So we're gonna take down some no, we need those walls. We'll take down these walls. We'll just take down this row, just to give us some room to think. How you doing over there, good shot, by the way?
Good. Just finally foraying into some type of architecture.
Nice. Like architecture as far as like you're like making something aesthetically?
Yes. Instead of just functional.
Ooh.
It's nothing crazy. I'm just trying to dress up the landing area for the refinery over here, basically.
Alright, so we
I
need...
just redid the hyper tubes, so I'm trying to give them a presentable housing.
So I'm making this way harder than I need to. I just need to... Well, I'm excited to see what you're doing.
Don't really know what I'm doing yet, so I wouldn't be too excited.
Listen, not knowing is part of the fun. Like, trying to figure things out and discover and be a man. maybe just a tad high. Oop. How do I add this to my... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like right there should be good. And then we need to get a hole in the wall. I think that's right. There we go, baby. And then we'll have water go. Water's here. That should be good. And I want to do it that way. No, I don't think so. We want to... do this. Come over here. I think there's going to be good. And then... there we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. And then... yeah, water's already full there. That's good. Is there wall holes for liquid pipes? Yeah.
Yes.
No. I was just reading what Silver said. But yes, there is. Thank you, though, for being willing to help. Yeah, so there's wall holes like that. There's also one for floors, Silver, because they are slightly designed differently. So now what we need to do is we need to build another one here. No. I'm thinking about this slightly wrong. Because I need to split the water. So what I need to do is I think I need to do... is it going to let me? Ooh, it may not let me do it there. Let's see if I can... ooh, okay. What aesthetically will I like more? That's the question. I can make this work easily, but the question is, what do I like? That is the most important question for me to answer. So do I want to run this pipe on the outside or the inside? I think I want to run it on the inside. So if we run it on the inside, is there a way for me to work the pipe there? I don't think there is, to get that junction. Yeah, look at that. Just all sorts of clipping. Oh, I so wish I could just put the connector right on that. All right, let's try something here. Let's go. Let's do this. And now see if we can get the connector. Does that work? Is that working? Maybe? Question mark? I'm confused. We'll see.
Okay, I'm abandoning trying to pretty this up. too much because it's just it wasn't designed to be pretty. You know what I mean? And I have to change too much stuff to make it pretty. It's easier to just accept that it is what it is
It's easier for
Without-
people.
without tearing a whole bunch of shit apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But then at least cleaned up the hypertube entrances, so there's that.
I feel like it's not connecting. I'm on the inside. Can you remove the walls and put them back after? I could, Silver, but it would probably be clipping. Yeah, it's not connected. Look how dead that is. That's dead. But we're going to have to try it. We'll try it, Silver. It may not actually end up looking that bad, but we'll see. So we'll do this. Okay, we're lined up. There we go. See, now the water floods in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, that is pumping. And then this is also good. So now if we add it back, it may not be bad. We'll see. You know what? Good enough for government work. We could potentially do that. Even though it's not really... Yeah, there we go. That's what we'll do. We'll fake it. We'll fake it. We are faking. And I love it. Alright, so let's... I don't know why this bug happens with the color schemes. That's okay. We'll fix it real quick. You have to like change it a different color and then you can change it back. There we are. Perfect. We can delete. Where was the support there? We don't need that there. Think we missed a color customizer. There we go. Then we'll do the same out here because blue and orange don't look bad but that's not what we want. There we go. Okay, that is looking so much better. All right, so we got the water filled in. Now we need to get the nitrogen and essentially do the same thing. What am I doing? That is the wrong... This is the color scheme we've been using for nitrogen here. Okay, we got power, not product. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to go a little lower. We're going to go just a little lower. Like... So if here is that one, here, question mark, okay, we'll put the window back in because that acts as a nice guide stone for us. And then wall. There we are. We'll confirm that this is straight. It is. Now we can start playing around. Okay, we'll go this way first. Need to get where that is. Why is that so crooked? There we go. Guess we'll just have to go there for now. Yeah, that should be okay. This one is going to be a little more difficult, it looks like. I think if we do this, this will work, though. Boom, baby. And if I line this all up correctly... I did not. I did not. But the theory is sound, at least. Okay, we'll do that. Get rid of that. This is the entrance. No, stop. Okay, just don't click. Very good. Very good. One portable there. Excellent. Delete that, and boom. All right, now we got nitrogen pummeling into there. All right, yep, I am liking that. Now we just need to get this all going. No, I do not want to throw any bombs. Thank you very much.
Factory area. I assume it's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it's probably not. Ooh. 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 This one might pose a little bit more of a problem. You know what? It might just be a little... It's just going to be on a little bit of an angle. I think that's just what we're going to have to be okay with. It is barely at an angle, and for the amount of time it would take to try to make this work off the top of my head, I don't think it's worth it. So we are going to stick with that. It is good enough. Okay. So the kicker here... Oh, yeah. So the kicker here is that we're going to also have to pipe around the sides to get the, because we're going to have the same thing but over here. So we're going to have to pump. We'll probably pump it down this, or the rear. The rear, yeah. Do we want to pump the rear? Or okay, this sounds really bad. I'm sorry. Okay. Do we want to pump on the back side of the factory or the front side of the factory? And that still didn't sound that much better. Okay. What we're going to do with the conveyor belts is keep it to the... We're going to go a little low from the ceiling. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach the conveyor belts to the ceiling, drop them a little bit, silver. And we're going to pump them down this. I keep saying pump. We're going to send them down the center here. We're going to split them. And that way, one line will feed, we'll split it. One line will feed left, one line will feed right. We'll use elevators, even though they're not called elevators, conveyor lifts. So we'll go. So if this is one... We do. So what would be the best? You know what? We don't need to put those in. We'll wait until we actually get the product up. Okay. So we need rubber over here. Rubber and heat sink. So we need heatsink and rubber for one. So I don't know where the heat sinks are. Good shot. Do you know where the hell the heat sinks are?
Where we're making them?
Yeah.
I assume wherever aluminum's being made.
Oh, are heat sinks aluminum?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn. Okay. Well,
Clad aluminum and copper sheets.
all right. Off to aluminum to see if we're even making them. Did you build anything that would be interesting to see the progression of? Good shot?
Nope.
Okay. Because I'd have no problem coming by and seeing what you're working on.
Nope.
Okay. Good shot. He's like, actually, I prefer if you just don't come anywhere near me right now.
More or less.
More or less. Oh, God. Okay. Jeez, I'm sorry. All right. Off to Aluminum Alley. Do. Ugh. All right, so heat sinks. The rubber, we already got to take care of it. It's just the heat sink I need to focus on now. Aluminum casings we also need, but we can worry about that in a little bit. Heat sinks are not being made in AA. The sheets are. Well, Heidi ho. Heidi freaking ho. Okay. Hey, buddy. Okay. So we got plenty of bottles. I see bottles being made. We got casings. Okay, so we do have aluminum casings found. So that's good. What do we have back here? Nothing. Aluminum ingots. Okay. Alright, so what is the recipe? How do I look up freaking recipes? It's been too long. So need to make a heatsink line to progress the glass factory. This is Satisfactory, baby. Well, to be fair, it's not glass. It's aluminum, or it's nitrogen. But yes, I mean that's factory life, right? That's factory life. Let's see. How to look up recipes. I know there's a way, and I don't remember. I barely ever use it. How the freak do you do it? Okay, so we got builder, customizer, blueprints, cycles, select. It's not in here. There is, I know there's like a book. O was what we needed. Okay, heat sink. Heat sinks are, let's see, we need copper and copper sheeting and Alcad aluminum sheets. So the Alcad, whatever. Oh, Nerdy labeled these. That was nice. Would be good if I looked for that first before I was just clicking randomly. Okay, so are Alcad aluminum sheets or aluminum ingots being made here? Craft bench points. So if this was the bottles, which we do need for packaging. And these are the... So is this it then? Or is aluminum? No, these are just aluminum sheets. So how do you make alclad aluminum? Alclad aluminum sheets. You need aluminum ingots. So you need aluminum ingots and copper to make alcad. Okay. Oh, they are labeled. Then proceeds to not look. Listen, Dirty. Aluminum. It's misspelled, okay? So I'm not going to take aluminum ingots. So if we have, is aluminum ingots not being, like, do we have nothing in here right now? Why is there no? Okay, so aluminum scrap. So this is making aluminum scrap. This is making aluminum scrap. So aluminum scrap exits here, comes down, comes in here. Aluminum scrap then gets made into aluminum ingots, which then comes down here and goes in here for aluminum ingots. Aluminum ingots then exfills to go in here, which is making casings, which is there, and this is making, oh, okay, so you do have something for alclad set up. So with the alclad exfills, but then the problem is that aluminum ingot, so if the alclad, how's aluminum ingots? Does this just need aluminum ingots? Okay, so these must be like smart splitters, I'm assuming. Somewhere here. Somewhere. Maybe not. Wait, we have copper? We have copper going out. Where the hell's the copper coming in? Where the hell's the copper maker here? That's the casing. They're not... Oh, no, I'm talking about... God, we got so many casings, which is great. But where is the copper coming in? Is the copper being smelted outside this building? Okay, let's see here. So this is bauxite. Oop, how did that happen? That was weird. Nerdy, where are you getting the copper from? Is this copper? No, this isn't copper. Oh. So the copper's over here. Copper ingot, copper ingot. Okay, so this is where they're coming in. The copper is fine. It's just backed up. Through rocks again, I might add. We got some underwater storage. It's the future. And then this is where it comes in. Okay, so really what we need to do is get the aluminum ingots working again. Because we have no alclad. Without alclad, we can't do anything else. Oh, man, if only there were some pretty lights to light the way. You know, Nerdy, I can't help screw the rocks. Listen, I'm all for spaghetti. I'm all for spaghetti. But, okay, so this then is splitting. This is splitting. And then this is Okay, so it splits to go in here, and then that makes the alclad there. This is full, perfect. And then the split continues over here. Take this down to make the casing. Oh, no more alclad. Okay, so really it's just, we need to get aluminum going. Ingots, right? Aluminum ingots? Yeah. Okay, so that is, we're good on everything but that. So where are we missing aluminum ingots? I have to say, Nerdy, I'm not complaining, but this is one tight build. Okay, so aluminum ingots are here. And we're low on scrap. So we need to get this silica. Silica is what's holding us up. So where the hell is the silica coming from? Oh my god. Is this through the rock? Is this silica up here? No, this is all the same. Aluminum scrap. Where's the silica? I'm proud of the building. Yeah, it's not bad. I'm not complaining. I just haven't taken the time to look through it before, so I'm learning it as we go here. But where's the silica? Okay, so that's what's hampering production. Silica is a byproduct of the aluminum. Gotcha. So I am not seeing the help. Hi. So where is the silica? We got coal. The byproduct here is water and aluminum scrap. Right. I'm just trying to see where the silica though is being made, because you said it's a runoff. I'm trying to get, there we go, silica. Okay, so this is idle probably because, okay, so the silica's here. Silica comes out this conveyor belt. So they come out this conveyor belt to go in here. In here, it goes up, 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 and over there. Okay, so it leads us all back here, right where it started. So why? Let's see if we can flush the system and get this going again.
Yeah, so I just noticed, for whatever reason, looking around my refinery, that like all of my fluid buffers were almost empty, and it's like just for whatever reason, a couple of my oil production goes and shut down with no apparent cause, just weren't running.
Interesting. All right, there we go. So I had to, yeah. So I had to flush both the water and the aluminum solution to get the silica going. So the silica is going 125 per minute times 2, I'm assuming. And then we got aluminum sheets. That's getting backed up, which is fine because we don't need any more of that right now. And here we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't check the top. The top had alclad this whole time. That's hilarious. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So what I need to do is get rid of this monstrosity that Wake did. This is disgusting, Wake, dude. Disgusting. There we go. See, it opens up the space once again. I love that flushing system. Right, silver. Yeah, and they did a good job putting like giving weight, quote unquote, to the flush too. Like when you put it down. Now, I do not want to knock down any of the trees here because I know Nerdy would prefer the trees not be knocked. But maybe we could build a. Maybe we could build a drone port here. All right, so let's get. We need drones. We need drones now.
Everybody tell if a node is depleted.
What do you mean depleted? Because you don't deplete nodes.
Interesting.
What happened to your wall? Yeah, Nerdy. Wake a long time ago came in and said, "I'm going to do what I want to do." So, is what happened. Yeah, the nodes do not deplete. Okay, so... Psh, I know, right, Nerdy? The nerve of Wake. The nerve. Oh, nope, not down there. Okay, we can pretty this up later. We need to get functionality going, though. So... This will not ruin Nerdy's build. It is far enough away from the radiation over there. Yeah, we can add like structures and such there to make that all look pretty later. Let's get transport drone ports. And then let's get this. Am I going to want to... No, I don't think I'm going to want to go any further that way. If anything, we'll hang more that way. Actually, I think we'll just hang that way right now, to be quite honest. I forgot you have to build drones. That would be why my drone ports don't have any drones.
That's correct.
Alright, that will, I think... Yeah, I think that'll look good. We have infill. Boom. We're going to need multiple drone ports as well.
Yeah, this is so weird. Like something with the save or something. Like, I just had to disconnect some pipes, and then all of a sudden everything's working again.
Well, I mean, we did. This is a save file from before they did their big update. So there's always going to be like little hiccups. So if you haven't addressed something since then that would be. All right, there we go.
It's just interesting having to troubleshoot that because it's like I'm looking around like there's nothing wrong. It all worked before. You just like slowly start deleting stuff from the chain and then reattaching it, and then all of a sudden it starts going.
How do you lock it without building it yet? You hit H, Nerdy,
H.
and then you can use the arrow keys to move things around. All right, let's see. So we're only exporting here. So let's build. Let's do this.
This should all be hauling ass now. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's hauling so much ass.
I just couldn't figure out why. I'm like, why is none of this?
I think
Why
we'll
are all
do.
my fluid buffers empty?
I think we'll do it here. And then go 2. Or is that 3?
So much better.
That's 3. We don't need to go 3. We just stay 2. Now let's move this down to like here. Right, that looks about right. I heard a beast. Oh, that guy. Okay. Alright, so getting this all figured out. That should be right up. There we are. And then this will come all the way over here. Lined up. And that's good. Up 1. There we go. So, what we want to do is is that? Yeah, okay, that's going the right way. Excellent. Boom. Can you connect, please? Is this not going the same way or something? It is. Alright, that should be a good line. Perfect. Okay. Okay, I didn't think about this. I didn't think this through. We want to do this. Actually, that is my freaking catchphrase tonight. Actually, no. And I built this wrong. There we are. And then this. Alright. And we want this gone. Alright. So now what we want to do is get this going here. Excellent. Perfect. Okay. We are starting to be in good shape. We need organization. We need industrial storage. We want to we can always kind of reorganize this and nope. My brain wasn't braining right. There we are. We can always worry about, is this not, it's not wanting to, there we go. Is this too steep? Oh, too steep. Alright, I do kind of want it there, so we're gonna, that should be good. There we are. I don't know what it is. I just like slopes like that. Okay, so with that, and then we will need to put a splitter. Splitter. So, and left output, strong output. This will be alclad. Okay, so now we got a backup for the alclad. We'll worry about making it look nice by colorizing it later. Now we need to, without ruining Nerdy's sex appeal on this, we need to figure out where we're going to pump this out. So Wake originally had done that there. No. 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 Oh. No. No, that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Is that actually connected? There we go. Okay, now it's connected. Again. Alright, so now what we want to do is fix this hole that Wake left. Get rid of that. Casings were here. Yes. Alright, so we are good there. So now what we are going to do is decide. I think... Ooh, this might be a little... Oh, don't worry, Nerdy. It's gonna get fixed. The other one didn't even have it right. Here, this one that I did not do was orange as well. All right, so since that's in, we got to go out there. If we go out there, we could bring it. I really think we need to go out the rear. Okay, this could be cool. Let us play. So we need... Oh, no, we don't need that. We need that. Do that. And then come over here. And let's swap our backpack so we're not messing around like that. There we go. Okay. It's not curvy. Stop that. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this. And then we need to come this way. Like this. Okay, we need to bring it closer so it's on that beam. Move it over. Okay, that's too much of a swing. We just need a little bit of something here. There we are. There we go. That's what we wanted to begin with. So then we bring it this way to here, right? Okay. Excellent. Okay, see, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Then we're gonna go ceiling mount here. Ceiling mount here, and then down one so that we can connect. Connect. There we go. See, we are really cooking now. It's off center. Listen, I'm building this so that there's multiple lines that could come through. This is only one line, nerdy. And if you want to talk about off center, there's so many things I can point at here. So don't you give me crap about off center. This is a ridiculous statement right now. Okay, so we want to go here, down, and then this one is going to be, actually we want to stay down. Because of the roof, we don't want to go through the diagonal because that just does not look good. No, 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 stop. Bad. Can you give me what I want, not what I'm... These are L-clad sheets, right? Yes, okay, good. Boom. Boom. But since you said there will be multiples, I'll let it go for now. I'm assuming there will be one right next to it. Yeah, that's going to be the eventual, not right now. Right now I need L-clad, so there's just not enough time right now to... All right, so... Boom. Okay, there we go. Now this is gonna go right. I can't think of but thank you. Nope. Alright, we're gonna see if we could raise that just a little bit. Literally, it's giving me everything but the conveyor belt. Alright, I guess that looks a little bit better, honestly. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I don't think we can color the... Yeah, that doesn't change. Okay, so... Alright. It's okay, buddy. You're all good. Alright, so now the question is... Let's see. And then... That, I think, is going to clip through the wall if I leave it right there. Is it not? Oh, yep, just barely. So, to fix that, we'll go out. Actually, we'll use a half foundation. And what we could do is we could do this. And do that, and then that should be enough room for, haha, Maybe it would look better if we actually did this. Let's do this. We'll get rid of this. Get rid of that. And then we will bring the line over here. Alright, we need to move it over just a little bit more. Not quite. Darn it. Right there, right? Aha! Excelsior! Okay, clean up. And get rid of the foundation so it doesn't look so weird. Excellent. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so now what we need is... We didn't program... sorry. The off-center war has begun in an event without parallels. No need to fix anything. Hiding stuff in rocks is like Disney magic. Where's the pipe? No one knows. Listen, nerdy. I know. I know, and the disappointment rings true. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to go back and we need to set the parameters of the splitter. Unfortunately, we're going to be going to nuclear first, or 3 Mile Wake, because the way that this is set up right now. But hey, whatever. And then we just need to get over there. Actually, we may just... Oh, bear. Okay, that was almost disastrous. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we just need to program the splitter and choose where the drone will go. I love hiding stuff in rocks because it also helps lessen the effect of the atmosphere. Listen, nerdy. Fix-It doesn't care about atmosphere. It's so weird, Good Shot, seeing... Okay, I think I'm going to have to do it on the beta line. Yeah, oh man, Good Shot. I think you're going to need to knock one of the drones down to one delivery instead of 2 deliveries for the fuel. If you're there.
I think we just had, can't remember what, I thought I turned them both off.
Well, I got one drone stuck because it can't unload, and then the other one's been flying overhead ever since.
Well, if you don't need it, I can turn them off.
Well, I need one turned off because the problem is that even if I clear up space, there's not going to be enough drone usage that the fuel isn't going to back up. You know what I mean? Because there's so much fuel in the line right now.
Let me see what they're doing.
And then I need to put rubber here. Right.
This port, so drone, turbo fuel number 2, destination Nerdy, Nitro Alpha, then returning.
Okay, so rubber is going to go out the right. Alclad is going to go down the center. So it's going to be those two lines. So let's get those lines, since we're here, let's just get those lines fixed and connected before we go back to aluminum to send stuff this way. Even though we still have to get rubber rerouted.
Respecting factory needs an elevator.
So I just told them both no port. So I'm curious if they'll leave.
I wonder if they, yeah, it'll be interesting. The one hasn't, neither of them have left, but I wonder if they have to complete their current delivery before it'll like...
Take 9 stacks out of one of them.
Well, I will eventually here. I'm gonna have to take some fuel. I just need to get this other thing done first, though. Okay, so we're gonna go... Let's just go. So if I'm going to go down, this way, let's think about this. If I'm going to go down this way, I need 2 lines to run parallel. So I'll need like a line there and then a line there. So that way I have enough room to put everything in that I need to put in. This roof may actually be detrimental to me. All right, let's see if we could put in the supports instead. So that is too far. Isn't that gonna let me go?
Alright, I just took 9 stacks of there. These should just go back to the hub and be idle now. Both of these. After this cycle.
Okay, so if we got that there, maybe we could just go crazy. Well, I definitely heard movement.
The second one's coming in land.
Alright. I'll do that. Do that. Okay. That should be good. We'll have to figure that out.
Alright, I took 9 out of the next one.
Right, so- Right, this isn't going to be as clean as I was hoping it to be.
Okay. Drones are clear of the pad.
Ooh, that works. Okay. Thank you. Oh, that solved my problem a lot better than I thought it would. Well, thank you, good shot. I appreciate you. I don't care what Wake says.
I know. He says a lot of good stuff.
I know. And it breaks my heart every single time I hear him say something like that. I'm just like, how could he? Did that clip? No. Okay, good. It shouldn't have. Perfect. Okay. We in some business.
Business.
Business. Listen, there's so much business going on that I can't even. Aloysius came over and he and I were talking about. I don't know. My brain is so like in the groove of this right now that I can't even come up with anything. Oh, that was off. Okay. There. And there. Get. Nah, we'll go 2 down. Two down. There and there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I need to split both of these. Oh, good shot left.
Yep, I gotta head off for the night, buddy.
All right, you have a good night. Good shot.
Later, man.
Later. Fix It doesn't give a shit. Let's see. Disastrous but funny. Hiding your sins under a rock. I see. Fix It doesn't give a shit, but it makes me feel better. Nice. All right, so at this point, we are going to. We need to elevator. I think we're going to do that. And we're going to do that, I think. Because how do I want to do this? Do I just want to run a splitter? Do I actually want to... You know what? So I need to get this... How am I stuck? I need to get the same product to 2 different spots there. I would normally do that by a splitter. Oh, there's no wall there. So if we do... Zoop this. Let us build this just so we have some foundations to build this off of. Let's get rid of that. All right, so if we bring this in, this needs to be split between 2. Maybe the key is actually just to do this. We go. Let's go 1. we will go off the wall again and outside. 2. These should be relatively lined up. Okay, so let's just get 1. Actually, I'll need to lower those, but that's fine. Let's go here and there, and then we will connect. And then we will build this over here so we have a way to build beyond. I'm sure some people are looking and just like, why is he doing it this way? Because this is the way my brain works. All right, there we go. And then we will, perfect. It's still high enough to get over. And then from here, we will and we just need a regular splitter. We don't need a fancy ass splitter. All right. There we go. And then we can just, boom. Okay. Then we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. And if we want, where was it? We could just do, let's see, center there, center there, throw that in, and then we will throw this, or maybe there. No, I think the orange is probably going to look better. There we go, and now we have a reason why that's hanging there and not breaking shit. Alright, so we can make this so it's actually levels, so we're going to do that. Oh, maybe not. I lied. Maybe that other side is just so long. Yeah, I think the other side is just so long. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then we may change the color scheme later, but yellow so far is infill, and that's just what we're going to keep it as. For now, like I said, we may change the colors once it's in the factory, so we can follow the lines. I'm just not sure what I would want to color those yet, so I'm not going to rush to making a decision. Okay, so now we're good for both rubber. Oh no, I got to get the other. Jeez, got to get the other one connected. So now with that done, we could. Okay, so do I want to do an elevator? This is the one that's going to look wonky because it's got to go around. So if it's got to go around, let's see what it's going to look like. Cut this over. Right? There we go. Nope. Didn't like that. That should be good enough. Or not. Stop telling me I can build there if I can't build there. Alright, let's try this again. This is all I wanted. I just wanted it straight. There we go. All right. So that's going to look good. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to put a splitter here. Right? Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Going to put a splitter there. We're going to connect. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. Then we're going to go out like that, because then that gives us the room to go up. Oh, we're glancing, but that works. That works. That works. That works. And then we just go boom. And then we color coordinate. Yeah, we're going to be changing the colors later. All right, so now if we get rid of this floor that we don't need anymore, and is there, yeah, there's a base here, and we're good there. Okay, so at this point, there should be, we should be able to pump in the, Alclad aluminum. Okay, we got to move that just a little bit. Right? Was that? Nope, off. Oh, maybe it's not gonna. Alright, is this. Okay, that looks good there. Oh, maybe that will. We'll go pump that Alclad in. There we go. That way the floor stays humble. All right. So if we pump the Alclad in, that's good, and then we just got the rubber that needs to come in. All of this should be good. So at this point, we should be perfectly set to go send that drone over here now. So let us go down, confirm that we are clear on the hub. Sorry, sometimes you just don't, if you have allergies, sometimes you just don't realize how bad they are. All right, so we should have a free and open drone port. Perfect. Thank you. Good shot. We are going to steal more of this so that we can essentially fund the drone over there, and then it can refuel over here. And it shouldn't need any more fuel than what it gets over here. It comes in. It's only bringing out clad aluminum, which will go down the center line, which should be that line. And then rubber is going to be this line, which we will take care of after we get the drone going. So let's go do that, because we have rubber here. We may eventually do it by drone, but for now we got the line right there. We can get things up and running. And then we didn't build storage, but we will take care of that. We'll put like a storage in briefly just to kind of collect, so we have it working while we're away. But we have made some really good progress. I love the way that Nurtron, I forgot what she had come up with. But off to Aluminum Alley. And we should be there ever so briefly. Sucking through a tube. And there we are. All right, let's go get. Nice that we cleaned up this port after the ugliness that was there. Okay. Wow, this is already filled. Oh, well, I guess that makes sense. What? Oh, because I didn't. I put any. Yeah, okay. Well, we could clear that up later. Let's just get this. Okay, so interact. So this is going to be... we need a name. Illuminerty 1. You know what would also help is if we put power to this thing. That we're going to do rough and dirty though. We are not. We don't have the most amazing amount of time to worry about cabling on this one. We'll get back to it though. And then I'm not sure. Let's, I guess, get the drone. Yeah, we could have been filling it up this whole time. I totally forgot about that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's get a drone built. It should be... I haven't done this before, so drone. Perfect. Perfect. Let us customize. There we go. Illuminati 1. Oh, Nitrogen. Gotcha. Thank you. All right, Illuminati 1 is filling up. We'll real quick throw. Oop. Just to kind of get this while that fills up. And I think that's the last. Oh, that didn't change. Why didn't that change? Interesting. Why didn't that not changing? I've never had that happen before. Huh. Customize. There we go. Now it changed. Perfect. Okay. All right, so that makes sense. We'll, before we head back to see the delivery of this, let's see. Can we see? It's still loading. Why is it? Is it in? Is there a way to see what's in here? I guess not. All right, so just to make sure we're good, we're gonna baby it just a little bit. Organization. We'll just do this. Just to make sure everything's good. And then this is going to be, we'll color code this, but it is not that. It's going to be this color. There we go. Because this is going to be, well, not all of that. I need some of that. Oh, I didn't set the destination and everything. Okay, okay. Good thing I didn't take off. All right, Illuminati. Okay, so this port. Bear, there were 3 tabs on the drone storage. You only had 1 open. Yeah. But this is about logistics. I was trying to figure out, because this is fuel here, but I wanted to see if there was something I could see in. So see, now it's filling up, so the drone is full. So at this point now, what we're going to do is we're going to tell it where to go, right? So we have a lot to choose from. Nuclear power fuel port, screw you port 3, 4, and 2. Wake logistics 1, screw you port 1. Electromagnetic transport. Logistics concrete, brain, logistics. Sulfur go wee. Oh yeah, no problem, Nerdy. It's all good. Doug's iron main port. Doug's heavy modular frame. Oh, we're gonna have to look into that. Nerdy nitro beta. We need nerdy nitro alpha. Oop. Nerdy nitro alpha is what we need this to go to. There it goes, our first delivery. Bye, Illuminati. Bye, Illuminati. Oh, I should be able to fly on you. Bye. I wonder, can we name the drones? Oh, look at that. It is. Look how fast it's cooking. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go make sure that aluminum is good. Because it sounds like this factory is shut down again. And that would not be great. Yeah, it's shut down. Is this full up again? It's producing too much, it seems. Yeah, it just seems like it's literally seems like it's producing too much. Like without, like, there's not enough buffers, I guess, or something. We'll have to look into it more later. Let's see, if we flush this, will it start it back up? Yep. Okay, so we just have too much backup of the aluminum solution. We're going to have to do something about that in the future. Right now, we are... That's going to... Yeah, we're going to have to look into that next, I think. I think that's going to be too... I think that's... Because it keeps shutting down the factory, and we don't know... We'd have to sit here and see how long it lasts, but... That is... And then this is idle again. So is this backing up as well? Is that maybe the issue? Is this backed up? We're gonna have to investigate aluminum a little more deep next time, I think. There's no aluminum scraps coming out. Oh, because this is... Wait, that's water. So wait, so the exfil is water. Oh, that's why the pipe's doing that, because it's doubling back to give us more water runoff. I think the... Okay, so really we may have too much water. Might be the issue. Maybe we have too much water. Because if we flush that... No, it's still not moving. Did everything already stop again? All right, there we go. It stopped because I had flushed the water. Okay. All right, yeah, we're gonna have to investigate this more. That's really cool with the drones. I really love the tractors you get at first. Also, yeah, or mom or whatever, the dump casing. No. Yeah, so we're gonna have to investigate aluminum because I'm not sure if it's both fluids or just one of the fluids that's holding things up. We also do need to start pulling some of the other product using drones as well, but we don't have the packagers up yet, so there's going to be a slight delay in that. So I really think the key here is we need to figure out what's stopping it. And that'll be definitely for next time. We don't have enough time right now. But that's definitely interesting. I love that the water feeds back into itself to help. I got sucked. Back. I just think that is... I just don't know if it's also the aluminum solution thing that is also causing a backup. So we'll have to see. I mean, we could just also expand the factory, which would also probably help. There was a water problem where it was producing too much water and I couldn't pump it down, so I turned the pumps in. So I turned the pumps on the lake down. Gotcha, okay. But it's possible that something got messed up or due to having played in a while. Yeah, no. That's some good insight, though. Thank you, Nerdy. So the blenders are not blending because we don't have the rubber coming in yet, which is fine. Why is this drone stuck here, though? Oh, it's stuck here because there's been too much fuel. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let us clear this line. I wish I could just dump the excess water to the lake. I know, it's water. Why not just dump it into the lake? Yeah, so I'll work on fixing that next time. Okay, so there we go. They're off. It's so beautiful. Now the rubber is going to be ugly right now because I am purposefully going to just use this line over here, which I did not build. And we're going to fix this later as well. But for now, we are going to steal it. Just to pump it into the line. Just to pump. So I don't care about how it looks. Because this is just a temporary solution for the moment. So, that line's already full, huh? Interesting. Is it really backed? Oh, it's got to be backed up. So, we're going to have to cheese this a little bit more than I meant to. We're going to be coming in this way. And then, the splitter. Yeah. For now, we will cut that out. We will put in a... This will all get fixed. I may like what's it called? I may like spaghetti and stuff, but this is not... If I'm building to look good, I want it to look good. Boo, 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 boo. Default. We'll just delete that. We'll delete that. There we go. All right, so now... Oh, there it goes. There it goes, baby. Yeah, okay, let's get up there. Because we're going to have to do some more...
Having legs seems great. Enjoy them for me, would you?
Sure, no problem, Ada. Auto flush valves could be a nice add. You could put basically the thing with auto flush when full. See, I think then that would kind of defeat the purpose, because if you could just auto flush so it fixes the problem, then at that point I think it's just like, why even have it potentially be an issue? You know what I mean? I needed heat sinks. Oh. Okay. No, I needed to build heat sinks. That's right. Okay, I messed this up. I got so caught on needing Alclad. The problem is I need aluminum. Okay. So we need to stop the Alclad. That's so funny. Oh my god, I can't believe I did that. I got so like, I wish you could see my face right now, but I got so blindsided by needing to get the Alclad fixed. I forgot that the reason why we needed the Alclad was to make the heat sinks. And with the heat sinks, no, sorry, that's not what I need. I need heat sink. And the heat sinks are copper sheets. Okay. Bear, you kind of mess things up here. Okay. Look at that. A whole line of things we don't need. We're just going to say none. None. So that way, if we accidentally screw up, but what we need to do is... Okay, so this drone's not going to go back at this point. Why does it have fuel? Maybe it's fuel left over from... Okay, it doesn't matter. Yes. Okay, so... I really screwed this up by forgetting about that. Rubber we need. This whole line is messed up. So what we need to do is figure out... I need to figure out where the heat sinks. We might have to expand Nerdy's area. Nerdy's Illuminati. We might have to expand Illuminati to get heat sinks made, because I don't think anyone's making heat sinks outside of manually making them. We'll leave the rubber as is now, because we do need rubber. This drone isn't going to go anywhere, which is fine, because we're full up. This is a Tomorrow Bear problem. And you know what, Nerdy? You are damn right. This is a Tomorrow Bear problem. I don't think... the only issue is I don't know if Ryu's going to want to play Star Citizen tomorrow, or if he was waiting for Saturday. So I may not be able to take care of this tomorrow, but we took some time. Okay. We sort of got things up and going in a sense. Tonight we finished building the nitrogen and water tower. We fleshed out the wiring, even though I blocked it up with an unneeded product. We went to aluminum and we figured out, for the most part, how aluminum works and where some of the problems are that need to be addressed, including now making heat sinks. Not manually making them. I was making them at my controlled microburst station near the MAM. Really? Okay, hold on. Let's go take a gander there then. Because this is one of those things that, like, I'm going to be thinking about this while working. And I would hate to try to put a plan together only to realize that I did not know about something. So we're going to go check out what Nerdy is saying. Because if heat sinks are being made, or there's a setup for it to be made and it just needs to be restarted or fixed or something, then that definitely will speed things up. Okay, so we're got copper, we got sassy steel. Is this? Hey, look, it's Nerdy. Hi, Nerdy. This is radio control units. Hi, Nerdy. Okay, so what's this? This is cluster radio control units. This is alien protein. Let's see. The pink machines. Pink. Well, I just looked at the pink machines and they didn't have... Unless there's other pink machines that I'm missing. But this is making radio control units. Can this make? Am I missing it, Nerdy? No, you just swap out what you need. Right, but I don't think this has... Do any of these have the ability with what we got here? We got heat sinks, but the thing is that we still need to ship in the product. The point is there's not a factory going. This is a hey. Right. Well, heatsink, wasn't it assembler? Or was this the constructor? Yeah, constructor. I thought it was in the assembler. Heatsink, yeah, it's assembler. But the thing is that right. But that's essentially manually making it. What I need to do is actually set up a heatsink like factory, so that way it's automatically being made. No, well, I still consider this manual. If you have to manually load it and change a pre-selected something, I consider that still manual. But that's okay. So I would just need to... I could utilize another part of the factory and make heat sinks there and use drone ports Charlie and Delta that I haven't built yet to okay, I'm gonna have to think about this. Yeah, no, I understand they may be in storage, Nerdy. The whole point is that I need a supply of them that's steady. I don't need like a few dozen. I need thousands. So I need to actually make them. Like have a factory to make them. But that's fine. I just can't remember where we had copper sheets. No. I appreciate it. I don't need it right now, like this second. I meant I need it now if I was going to get the blenders up and going and let them pump out while I was working. But I realized I screwed up by not realizing that I need the wrong product. All right, copper sheets. So copper sheets are here. And they go out. And then I think we're using them for manufacturing somewhere. Yeah, copper sheets here.
Okay. If you go to storage, On the
Which
other side.
storage?
On the other side of the big storage that I had, the big wall. Over here. There are copper sheets being fed in here constantly. You can hook up the drone to bring in Alclad, and then you just hook it up to the machine there, and it'll constantly be producing it for a while until you turn it off.
Oh, I see, because you already have copper coming in here.
Right. I already have copper sheets coming in here, being fed from the copper.
Oh, wait.
That's what I was saying. Check.
Yeah, oh, no. But here you were saying microburst. You actually do have a factory setup. I would just need to get the Alclad in here.
But you can swap this out for other stuff.
Oh, this is gonna be heatsink only.
Well, no, this is not just heatsink.
Heatsink only.
You got to make your own factory for heat
Heatsink only.
No, you are not overtaking that.
You're not in the game right now.
I will take it apart when I get in the game. You're not taking over
You
my
hear
storage.
that? You hear that? Nerdy's threatening. I have proof. This is an abusive relationship.
He says after he already says that he's going to destroy my work.
I didn't say I was going to destroy your work. I said this is set up for a heatsink because this is a heatsink factory.
This is not a heatsink factory.
Look at this heatsink factory. It's great.
Oh my god.
It's going to be so perfect.
It's not a heatsink factory.
All right. So now that we have a heatsink factory,
No!
we'll next time
Make your own factory.
we'll next time be able to get that up and running
Make your own factory.
because it's broken. They already left it in a broken state.
No, I'm gonna break it. Don't take my storage floops.
Oh my god. Okay. Bitch. That's hilarious.
Shut up.
Okay. All right, so we did do a lot, and Nerdy showed us the new heatsink factory, so that's fantastic. I'm friggin' dying. Okay, and so next time I need to get. I think before we fix aluminum, I think what we're gonna do is figure out the heatsink factory, because that way we'll know what to do. With Nerdy multi-use factory is really cool. Don't destroy that, please. I'm sorry. I don't understand those words, Silver. It must be that French Canadian accent. So we will. I think we'll figure out the heatsink factory next, because that will also determine what we do with the Alclad. Once we get that figured out, we can then focus on aluminum and the water backup and go from there. So that's kind of what's on our docket next for these projects. So we do have nitrogen kind of up and going, kind of. And I do like how it looks from over here. Ooh-wee. I don't have the top of the nitrogen tower built yet, because I wasn't sure what I needed to do to get in there. Yeah, the accent on see, it's so weird, Silver. I don't know. Maybe if you were in the VC, I'd understand you better. I'm sorry. It's just so weird. What is this button on the back of the router do, Nerdy? I swear to God, Nerdy. Don't you touch that. Don't you touch the router. But what a productive and fun night Good Shot hopped on. And speaking of Good Shot, gonna give once again a special shout out to our channel members on YouTube. Good Shot, who we played with tonight and hung out with, Nerdy Kin, PD Bright Eyes, Datriel, Death Factor, Wark, and Wumbalo. Your support truly means so much to me. I've been able to not only improve but also fix some things thanks to your support. There's more for me to fix and do, but I'm able to do it much easier thanks to all of you. And if you want to support the channel, you do not have to be a channel member. On YouTube, you can just like or subscribe down below. By the way, those are those chains I made. They still look good. Not to like pat myself on the back, but I do like those. You can like or subscribe or like down on YouTube. You can follow or prime sub on Twitch or follow me on Kick. All these things are free for you, but it truly does mean the world to me. Growing the channel is obviously very important, but it does allow me to help improve the rest of the experience. Edited videos, the stream, and also we have giveaways that are starting soon. Yes, actually my office chair broke, and if it wasn't for the channel supporters, I wouldn't have been able to afford to have gotten a new one, so as a replacement. So thank you. That was an unexpected expenditure that I was not hoping to have to make anytime soon. But yes, Nerdy, that is true. So thank you. But with all that being said, we do have giveaways that are starting soon in the month of February. And we have plans for giveaways probably every month this year. So if you want to stay in the know, if you want to stay updated, especially on the giveaways, make sure you stay notified on YouTube especially, because that's where the giveaways are going to be at, but we will broadcast it in all the other streams. I will be back tomorrow night. It's Friday. We're going to have a big night, whether it's Star Citizen. Holy cow. Whether it's Star Citizen or whether there's so many drowns, or back in Satisfactory, there's going to be a lot to be done. Join me. And until we see each other again, Silver, Nerdy, and everyone else, bye-bye!